answer is frequency.
She's got a kid with his throat cut. Got a kid with his throat cut.
at rest. When your sweat bones is about to clean. When your soul is at rest. When your sweat bones is about to clean. When your soul every time twist.
microcosm. Both are equally terrifying.
mic like a. Still on fire. Still as crazy as I wanna be. Still on fire. Still as crazy as I wanna be. Still on fire. Fire. Still on crazy as I. Still on fire. Still on fire. Still on fire. Still as crazy as I wanna be.
Everyone you love, everything you ever cared for will get burned in the fire.
Before we all become brainless.
plugged in. Oh. Yes, then. Big up the aspect, back to back the Acolyte right now. Phase Records, Planet Wax. We rolling. Where's Eve? Eve. Is that Silly Mank here or not? She gone. Vispera, would you please make your way to the front? I repeat, Vispera, would you please make your way to the front? Hello, Shiv. Hello, superstar. Hello, birthday girl. Because Vispera doesn't want to come and do what I pay her for. Vispera! Phase Records inside. Can I get some hands in the air, please? For the Acolyte back-to-back aspect. I almost forgot his DJ name. Back-to-back Reese. Rolling. Bringing in the vibes on this beautiful Saturday. Grab a drink, talk to someone you've not met before. Little social gathering to start summer, ladies and gentlemen. Vispera, would you please make your way to the front? Vispera, where are you? Are you gonna come MC or what? I've got it, I've got bars, you know.
And concentration.
You're an inbred with a bald head. You got 3 arms, brother, you got 4 legs. Now Nah, that's rude. Nah, that's rude. That's rude. Go put this jacket down now, hang on.
Focus and concentration.
Phase Records taking over all day. Acolyte back to back the Aspect, kicking things off with that scatterable sound. Sealers objectified beating. Pieces got you rattling, you're coming through teething. Never said forever when I said I would believe it. Deceiving's a harder process than you are believing. This even I can tell you nothing reading. Upon the first sequential thirst or something I'm reading. More than something to put your seed in feeling. Nighttime is teaching. Nighttime, say bye to these increasing feelings. Coming live, direct signals speak the mind. I said you're not animal rise. Got that residue in my eyes. Got that residue in my eyes. Cause my intentions are sublime. Intentions of another kind. I spell it out to justify. Confines of the language I will cover even lullaby. Urge to break the surface, just about to blow my mind. Written it in cursive cause I'm leaning to the left side of the light.
Black freestyle has a freestyle, wills me to sleep. She buttons up her jacket, puts her hair to the back. I wonder what's not for me to see. She lays a hand on my head and I melt to my knees. The burning blood crying on my cheeks. As I glance to the side, she keeps her eyes on me. And it doesn't take much to see I've fallen in deep. I'm falling in, falling in, falling in. I'm falling in, falling in.
sight. Might be too soon to open old wounds. It's aftercare when he enters you. He'll clean the around the jewels. You know the metal piss and the skin loose. Got a piss if every time was intimidated by men until I decided wouldn't let them pass one layer again. I wouldn't let them break in the boundary again. The boundary again. Phase Records is the full sense. No time to pretend. Aspect take us round the blend. Ready for it. Aspects coming heavy with it.
Yo,
tell the mind this sound should be
came to see with a
amplified.
point to prove and I ain't got nothing to lose. So shut up, get out my face when I step in the room. Bad energy, now that can't do, now that can't run, I'm not in the mood.
Oh yes.
That be wanna get down with a kid like vinyl, she wanna groove. Told her you better not lie to me and she lied to me, that's rude. Can't put me in the rat race, I need to set pace, I need to move. I'm grinding too, cause if not me then who?
Make some noise if you're enjoying the first set of the day so far. We're going hard till 9 p.m. Somebody say pull up.
Should we ask Mary Pitt what that means when she gets it?
Once again, please, Aspects. Heavy business, start to finish. All here to witness Phase Records business. Scatterable selections. Take us to ascension. Aspect did a mission. I'm a ditch. Bitch of the Northwest, causeless, introverted, sorceress, poseless. Think what I'm endorsing, doing dizzy heights, but I'm soaring. Is it gonna dawn? I'm only here for raw things, red and real. Electric feel, don't need your style, so I won't steal. Players please feel to get to the reveal. Wanna kiss this rose, getting sticky like a seal. One step below. That's a back in full flow. Now you know. Phase Records set to put on a show. Gathered here this evening, location revealed. Spatial teachings of the rave initiation. They'll be back for more sense and a spread of spores. So all you care about is skanking till you're sore. Tonight we steal serotonin from tomorrow. We swap sleep for syncopated heartbeats. Cement your teeth, leave you believing in real friends. We can speak, pledging love, so time bends. Down by the canal, illegal rave rappers near to Trafford Park. Acolyte in charge, like it's written in the stars. Who's ready for this one, Planet Wax? Let's have it.
Can't see me face, balaclava. Them can't see me face, balaclava. Them can't see me face, balaclava. Oh my god. If ever ring the alarm, better back my bed, man, missing bear, my god. Open the blue and they see what I want. If I make some calls, man, we'll see what I want. Now them man, they don't know what I want. To this the big thing that's under the arm. Better back my onto the beat, onto the arms. Man, I got 13 to find.
Girls relentless, skills she has are endless. Danger with the hair red, the temptress from the outset.
Make sure you stick around because there's a gift of this track, which will be being, what do we call it, wrapped?
Worldwide premiere. Just stop thinking you're a gift from God. If I got you on my beater, you go back to the shop. On holiday, a home wrecker, uni and nuns. Thinking that you're smart, just remember that you're blonde. Say gifter, you know you sold your fucking slag. The nap you had with me was the best you ever had. You're thinking you're a real G, thinking that you're bad. Got a tattoo of a B, cause you wish that you were mine.
Real bad man.
Such a southern fairy, all your tracks are airy. Always wear pink, but you think that you are scary. You look like a child, but your pussy's not hairy. Hospital book you, but let's face it, rarely. Got a master's, so why can you not spell? DJs with apostrophe, MCs as well. When I joined these, you were saved by the bell. Cause you're nearing your 30s and I'm your biggest self. If they did a real life Disney adaptation, we all know here you'd be cast as a minion. Despicable, every bit of you I can ridicule. Hung up over lost, let a bitch make you miserable. You let a girl get to your head, think that you're a fuckboy, I think that you are wet. Meant to be a Scorpio, but I'm not impressed. Where's that boss bitch? Did you leave her at the desk? I love you really, Gabs. She did ask for this to be written.
I think I need to write a retaliation. I do, don't I? I think I would just call you a nonce like the whole time.
Fair play. We definitely need like a clash. Yeah.
Maybe for the October event. Yeah, we can do an our skit. We can do a rap battle, an epic rap battle of Phase Records.
Bro, that has got to happen. 15-minute rap battle cypher.
15 minutes of each slagging each other off.
October 25th.
But we do that anyway, bro.
Acolyte and Aspects going in. Your shillings. Tell 'em. Here we go. On the aspect ratio. Heavy blows. Glittering apart from afar, where you never been. Blazing in a park, but will not remain evergreen. Never see fire signs looking to get hit. Destined to wander, navigation glitch on a system rejecting the track laid out. Flash trees, how would they not raise the scouts bows? We calculate the route because it's my turn now. Don't want no sidelines out of my mind right now. We're coming pound for the pound. These records inbound. The full spectrum of sounds. Planet Wax. I hope you like it loud. Aspects going in. Biblical cause of man's fall. Got them all dripping, trying to slip into this horde in a store in a mall. Bored of the way we're censored. Calm before the storm and I've got damage to cause. Biblical cause of man's fall. If the wall didn't serve to support, it gets torn and breaks in the name I was born. First woman to reject what's been taught. Reject who's sent for assault. But give him a ride, give him a time, give him a show. Get lit inside, show him the highs, show him the lows. From his side, high and dry on the roads. But from his rib, break a bone, crack the code. I show him the speed that this beat flows. Only speed from the get-go, but the more you suck, the more you know that the core inside where flashes grow. Into interesting adults, people please and by default. Never ever be a goat, a voodoo child, so she roll. Voodoo child, so she roll. And it wax, let's go. Everyone knows that I'm one to bestow. Press the buttons if you wanna play with fire. Step into the ring wearing a flame-proof attire. Press the buttons if you wanna play with fire. Girls, I step into the ring wearing a flame-proof attire. Like more behind closed doors. Evening prayers, I'm there in your thoughts. So your voice sounds when the night falls. Feelings laid bare. Take us there. How long you been modelling for, Gabs? Planet Wax. Too late to go home. Compatible, scratch what you've been told. The flagsy holes goes when the crack show. The track proposed forecast a cyclone. Relax the mode, too late to go home. Compatible, scratch what you've been told. The flagsy holes goes when the crack show. The track proposed forecast a cyclone. Acolyte in full flow. Said it's heavy from the get-go. Never been frozen, but we're still gonna let it go. We're still being petty, though you need to relent. Heavy business, fire, deliver through the wire.
This one heavy like 10 pounds. So when I drop it,
who's ready, bloody what?
Bring the vibe higher. Fully loaded, ready, never folding. Active when I'm on a mission, check the stats, we leave you floating. It's vacant and it's open, shaky and it's broken. Madness when I envision all this caddy that I'm smoking. Trample like an elephant, sticking to the regiment. None of them do it better for the gal, them looking elegant than me. On my day ones, on screen with the bait ones. Bring the vibe higher when we drop it like 10 tons, 10 tons, 10 tons, 10 tons. Drop it like 10 tons, 10 tons, 10 tons.
Jesus Christ. Aspect inside. And it works, do it right.
Oh, you don't play well, you know. Hey, I'm bad, happy, innit?
Acolyte, step it up. Hold them close, burst to put your soul in no danger of boasting. Trapped like a knife to the throat, triggering an impulse within to explode. The upper echelons. Take his acolytes.
You say 3, mister, you'll never hear the man count.
Phil,
Count 10.
who wants to reload on that one? I certainly do. A bit early in the day for that level of filth, acolytes. It's Phase Records, that's what we do. Big ups everyone for coming down to Planet Wax today. Phase Records Showcase. Nearing the end of the first set. Acolyte and Aspect been absolutely going in. Let's have that one again, please, sir.
One time for the people in the back, yeah.
You'll never hear the man count.
Go on then.
You'll never hear the man count 10.
Bring the grubs.
Count 10.
Acolyte, giving it what we've got. Take him straight to the truck. Planet Wax, final stop. Head bopping shadows of the night. Attic to the mind, conjure mind will take flight. Producers of the grind, make our energy to shine. All they need is time to bring ideas to life. What starts in a bedroom studio could turn into an anthem that every crowd knows. Creatures of the deep in the Goldilocks zone. This ability to thrive in a sound biome.
Yeah, no pressure, Charlie, innit? First Phase record set, Charlie. Hey, man like Kenny, you know. I fucking remember listening to this kid's remix, and the only thing we didn't like is you made Eve sound like a Steve. If you hadn't done that, you could have won, you know.
It's alright. It's nice to have an alter ego out there in a male voice. These records inside. Started off very heavy. Planet Wax, are we ready? Planet Wax, Please can you make some noise for Aspects back to back Acolyte? What a huge set to start us off. Start as we mean to go on. Filthy business from you two gentlemen, thank you very much. Up next, it is my pleasure to introduce you to a Phase Records debut. One of the newer additions to our crew who goes by the name of Kenna. Please give a warm Planet Wax welcome to this incredible producer and DJ. And I can confirm we're gonna take it down to some next levels of grotty scatamo. This artist was headhunted by Gifter herself. And I've never seen her more gassed to get someone on board for Phase Records. We're gonna be hearing a lot of production from this man in his set too. Get ready for the Kenna sound. Planet Wax inbound. Set to astound. I guarantee some of the sounds you're gonna hear in this set you'll never have heard before. Exclusive business. How we feeling, Planet Wax? Give us a sign.